Hey guys, so this video is to help those of you doing the assignment mass versus kinetic energy. Okay, so with this we need to remember or learn that kinetic energy means it's energy in motion. Okay, this is energy that's being used to move something around, okay, or energy that's being moved in some way. Okay, so we start off on this assignment with a question that says, how does the mass of an object affect the kinetic energy of that object? Okay, so you need to answer that question, give us this hypothesis. Then we're going to we're going to do an experiment. Okay? For our experiment today, what we've got is we have a ramp with some meter sticks next to it and a soda can that we're going to sit at the bottom of the ramp. Okay? Then we're going to end up sending down the ramp a stress ball and a billiard ball. Okay? These have different masses, but we're going to run those down the ramp, have them collide with the can, and then we'll measure how far the can rolls, okay? And based on how far the can goes, tells us how much kinetic energy that ball must have had when it hit into the can. Okay, so I've measured the mass of these. You'll see that appear here on this video in just a minute. But first, before that, I'm going to test these and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so starting with the stress ball, we'll put that here at the top, let it roll down, hit our can. Now, the back of our can is started at 0, so we want to measure to the back of the can again. And as you can see there, it went 36 centimeters. Okay, 36 centimeters. We'll remember that to put into our data table. And then we'll reset. We run the test 2 more times with the stress ball. Then we switch over to the billiard ball. Okay, now we're switching over to the billiard ball. We'll place that up here at the top as well. Let it roll down. Okay, now this time, the billiard ball actually hit the can twice as it was moving through. Okay, but I'll still show you where we were at. So, at this point, we're about 43 centimeters, but we're on our second meter stick. Okay, so if you look here, we've got all that distance that it traveled. Okay, so that went 143 centimeters. Okay, I'll run that 2 more times and then you'll see the data results. All right, so here you can see the test results from me running the stress ball and the billiard ball down the ramps. You can also see the mass of the stress ball and the billiard ball. You'll need to record all of this data into your slide and then use it to calculate the average distance that the soda can traveled when hit by either the stress ball or the billiard ball. Once you've calculated the average, you then need to add in some bars to this and create a small little bar graph showing the average distance that the can moved for the stress ball and the billiard ball. All right, here you're just going to be recording your normal information. What patterns did you notice as from the data as the billiard ball and the stress ball were sent down the ramp? And then based on your knowledge between the relationship of the mass of an object and its kinetic energy, use that to support your claim as to what those patterns were showing.